on the court or your accomplishments in the classroom, but perhaps even more importantly, for the kind of people you are. I am so impressed and your integrity, your grit, and your compassion for others. All these attributes set you apart and will lead to success wherever you go in life. I know this year was filled with challenges and disappointment, but that didn't stop you. Despite being thrown into online learning in the middle of our spring semester, 5 of you earned a perfect 4.0 GPA. Monica, Michaela, Abby, Shania, and Bridget. That's more than 40% of the team that scored a perfect GPA. You also ranked among the top 3 of our 19 teams with a spring team average of 3.48 and a cumulative GPA of 3.36. We know the dedication and sacrifice it takes to achieve these levels of academic excellence under normal circumstances. But in the midst of a pandemic, all the more impressive. We are proud of you. I hope you are proud of yourselves. The average Division II student athlete spends approximately 70 hours a week dedicated to academics and athletics. That's almost the equivalent to working 2 full-time jobs. For most student athletes, balancing 70 hours is all they have in them, but not you. You clearly are not average. You somehow still find time to give back, leading the department in community service. Whether it's helping to organize and fundraise for cancer research through your Hoops for Harley event, making veterans feel special and valued by spending time with them at Soldiers and Sailors, jumping in to help St. Anthony's Church in their fall cleanup, connecting with marginalized youth at the Hermitage House Fall Festival, raising money for Make-A-Wish, being among the most active and contributing members of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, volunteering to serve as peer mentors in the Student Athlete Achievement Program, or even just supporting your peers by showing up en masse at numerous other sporting events. You set the bar. You are impressive and you are inspiring. We are proud of you. Be proud of yourselves. Tonight, we are recognizing 4 women for major individual awards. 4. That's 1/3 of your team. That is not only significant, it is very rare. And I'm not at all surprised. Great things happen when talented and special young women like you come together under the great leadership of your coaches and put team first above self. We are proud to have the best coaching staff in women's basketball, but great coaching only gets you so far. Everyone on this team is a talented basketball player, but talent only gets you so far. However, when each of you choose to buy into the vision and leadership of your coaches and put team first, the result is a night of recognition where 1/3 of your team receives a total of 10 major awards. If just one of you puts self above team, nobody rises to levels of individual achievement like this. So congratulations, ladies. Coach Callie and Coach Bess, thank you from the bottom of my heart, not only for being excellent coaches, but for caring so deeply and pouring so much of yourselves into these young women on the court, in their academic success, and in life lessons too. I know I speak for President Wong, Provost Hannon, and the entire Edinboro community when I say we are impressed, inspired, and extremely proud of all of you. Enjoy this moment and be proud of yourselves and your accomplishments. You deserve it. I'll now turn it over to Jessica Gray, Associate Director of Development and graduate of the Edinboro University in 2008. Jess?
All right, thank you, Katherine. Yes, I did graduate in 2008 and I'm currently completing my master's. So good evening, everyone. Being an alumna, I love to see our students thriving and growing both personally and professionally through their Edinboro experience. especially our student athletes that work so hard day in and day out. Edinboro changed my life in so many ways, and watching Michaela's journey has been inspiring to us all. On behalf of University Advancement, it is an honor to have Michaela's family with us on Zoom this evening, and I want to introduce them so they can wave as I introduce them individually. So there's Dr. Michael Barnes, her father. He is also our Vice President of the Edinboro University Alumni Association. Her mother, Laverne, give us a wave, and her sister, Maya, was able to join us this evening. We're grateful to have them joining us to celebrate all of Michaela's accomplishments. I can't imagine how special this day is for all of them. Also, to our viewers, I want to let you know that you can contact me if you have any questions at all regarding the university. I'm also asking that you update your contact information so you can receive the Boro magazine and our newsletter. Anyone that does update their contact information will be entered in a drawing to win one of our very own vintage basketball chairs. This is what it looks like. So this is what it actually looks like. So super cool. These chairs were just retired in the last couple of years. And lastly, if you would like to make a donation or start a scholarship in support of women's basketball, I would be the contact to assist you in that process. I'm going to now jump off Zoom and on Facebook, and I will include the links and the contact information that I just mentioned. On behalf of University Advancement, congratulations to Michaela and all her achievements here at Edinboro and the other students on the call this evening. You make our community and your Edinboro family so proud. Next, it is my privilege to introduce to you Sean Peebles, one of our very own alumni. He graduated in '96. Sean is the public address announcer for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Sean, it's on you.
Hi, Jessica, thank you so much. And yes, happy homecoming. Yes, go Cavs, right on. And congratulations, Coach Wheeler, your staff, and also your players on a fantastic 2019 and 20 season. Obviously, I'm going to keep it short about me here tonight because this is about the student athletes and coach. So I'm going to keep it short and simple. Again, I attended Edinboro University from 1992 to 1996. I graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Communication degree. I was actually up till just this past May, the only one in my family to successfully graduate from college. My oldest daughter joined the ranks from Robert Morris University, so I'm very proud of her. So while on campus though, I was involved with WFSC-FM, the campus radio station, pretty much since the day I walked on campus. 2 of those 4 years I spent as the station general manager. I was also part of the men's track and field team. For a couple years, I was a javelin thrower with the team, so that was an awesome experience. I was very involved in other intramural sports that I couldn't play collegiately, but I still was able to show my abilities and talents in other ways. I was also a member of student government, and for the locals in Edinboro, the Edinboro Hotel Bar was a home for me on many weekend nights as a DJ in the house. So I spent a lot of great times there. So Edinboro is a great town, and I love everything and everyone about the area of Edinboro. And of course, I want to credit the amazing staff, the professors, the classes and stuff that I took while at Edinboro. They obviously gave me the ability and the courage to speak publicly. And that opportunity and those experiences obviously has led me to some pretty cool things in my professional life, including, as Jessica had mentioned, yes, I am the public address announcer for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I have been over there with them since 2017, so I just completed my 3rd season. I've also spent 10 seasons here locally in Erie in the NBA G League with the Erie Bayhawks, who are currently affiliated with the New Orleans Pelicans. I've been doing that job, again, for a decade. I've also done some part-time work for the Erie Seawolves since 2015. They are the AA team for the Detroit Tigers. And of course, some various local college basketball contests, including my first game this past season at the very own Macomb Fieldhouse, which was awesome to do that. And speaking of Macomb, just a quick story. Back in 1998, the first ever public address experience I ever had, not really knowing I was ever going to do it like this, but was actually at Macomb. I got asked to announce for a level 9-10 gymnastics competition. yes, very interesting. Raise your eyebrows on that one. Definitely something I wasn't expecting, but I did pretty well with it. And then obviously I didn't really do anything else in this arena per se for a number of years until I landed the job in Erie to work basketball. But it's been a great journey since, and I'm looking forward to doing more of that. I'm still doing some of the radio stuff too. For all the Clevelanders, please don't hold this against me. I am the stringer at Heinz Field for the Pittsburgh Steelers on ESPN Radio. The Barnes has just disowned me, so I apologize for that. But in addition to that, I've also had the privilege to work for ESPN Radio and cover the NCAA Men's Division I basketball tournament, as well as the NCAA Final Four in Atlanta this year. Oh wait, no, that didn't happen thanks to COVID-19. But I'm hopeful that I'll get a chance to return to the Final Four and work that one day. So, but again, it's an absolute honor and a privilege to be here with you all tonight as a proud alumni of Edinboro University. Coach Wheeler, Michaela, all your teammates and staff, we thank you and congratulate you on all of your achievements and look forward to greater things in the future for you. So thank you again for having me. And with no further ado, I want to turn it over to Edinboro head women's basketball coach and 2006 alumni of the Edinboro University, Coach Callie Wheeler.
Thank you, Sean. I want to welcome everyone. Good evening. Happy homecoming weekend to all of you that are watching live on Facebook. I want to welcome you to the first ever Edinboro University Women's Basketball Award Ceremony. Tonight, we're going to highlight the 2019-2020 season by recognizing all our amazing players and team accomplishments. I know we're here to celebrate our amazing student athletes, but at this time, I just want to take a brief moment to recognize a woman that is so often unnoticed, a woman who is a fearless leader, a woman who is not afraid to stand up for what she believes in and dedicates her heart and soul into the success of our student athletes. Dr. Robbins, thank you so much for all of your hard work and commitment to our student athletes. You've been a pivotal part in transforming so many student athletes' lives on and off the playing surfaces. I greatly appreciate everything you've done for our coaches and our student athletes. I would also like to give a special thanks to Chris LaFuria, Alex Womer, Nate Stice, Trey Staunch, Jessica Gray, Amanda Sissom, Chris Bess, and Sean Peebles for all of their planning and efforts into making this such an extra special night for our women's basketball program. Back in August, Alex and Chris approached me from Sports Information about distributing our team awards. I explained to them that I wanted to do something very special for our players since they were unable to receive their awards at the end of the year Scotty's award ceremony. They pitched this amazing idea to me, and after overcoming a lot of adversity, a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of phone calls, a lot of group text messages, we were able to make this happen. And Alex and Chris, I cannot thank you guys enough for making this event occur. Obviously, with all the uncertainty still in the world, we would have loved to have this event surrounded by all of our family, friends, teammates, alumni, supporters, but obviously due to COVID, we had to incorporate social distancing and safe practices. So again, thank you all for joining us on this very special night for our program. Before we get to the player awards, I'd like to highlight our team's outstanding accomplishments. The accomplishment that I am most proud of is our team's success in the classroom. As Dr. Robbins mentioned earlier, they finished the year with an overall GPA of a 3.36. This is something that an Edinboro University team, for myself, has never accomplished. Abby Antolik was awarded the Edinboro University Female Scholar Athlete of the Year with a 3.81 GPA in Communication Science and Disorder Program. This is the second year that an Edinboro women's basketball player garnished this award. We had 5 players with a 4.0 during the spring semester, which included 2 grad students. This was an extremely challenging time for our players. During the spring semester, they experienced something that no one in the history of being an Edinboro student athlete ever experienced, but they were not afraid to take on the challenge. This season, this team was able to adapt to any circumstance Coach Bess and I threw at them. All season long, we kept using the term adapt. And given the circumstances that happened in the spring, this team was willing to do that, adapt. Whether it was switching to a zone defense during the fourth quarter or running a new play at the end of the game, they were always willing to adapt, which from a coach's standpoint is something that you really appreciate when your team is willing to adapt on the fly like that. So when they were forced to remote learning for the first time in their career, I knew that they would be up for the challenge, and of course, they prevailed. This past season, we finished third in the PSAC West with a 17-11 record. As a team, we ended up second in the PSAC in scoring, averaging 74 points per game, and in free throw percentage, which stood good for 77%. Our 109 points scored versus Cheney was the highest scoring output in the conference. We also had 3 players finish the year at the top of 3 major statistical categories. Shania Sharp, who had a breakout season this past year, led the league with 285 total rebounds, which was good for 10.2 rebounds per game. She was the only one in the conference to average double-digit rebounds. Michaela Barnes continued her scoring domination this season with 737 total points, good for 26.2 points per game. She led the PSAC and finished second in the nation in scoring. Bridget Shafer also had a phenomenal season, finishing at the top for most three-point field goals made per game with 89, which was good for 3.2 per game. We were grateful to have 4 outstanding, amazing seniors, Abby, Bridget, Shania, Michaela. You were outstanding role models for our team, not only on the court, but also in the community and in the classroom. We will miss the positive impact that each of you had on our team greatly. This team had many accomplishments, but what I want every single person to know that is watching this live stream is that these young women are incredible people. I think too often we forget to recognize athletes as people because we're so enamored with their athletic abilities. Ladies, I am extremely grateful that I got the opportunity to coach all of you. You are amazing, and I look forward to continuing our winning tradition here at Edinboro. I would now like to introduce our next speaker, Alex Womer. After nearly a decade in regional sports radio, Oil City, PA native Alex Womer was named Sports Information Director at Edinboro University. Womer joins Edinboro University by way of Gannett. Alex, I promise you we will not hold that against you. Where he studied journalism communications. He will oversee media relations and statistics within Edinboro's athletic department and serve as contact for communications and marketing efforts for the Fighting Scots. In my short time working with Alex, I am thrilled to have him a part of our Fighting Scot family. Please welcome Alex Womer.
Thank you, Coach Wheeler, Sean, Jessica, and Dr. Robbins. It is a new day in Edinboro athletics. It's not a new start. We're building on a strong foundation to which many over the years have contributed. And to build on any strong foundation, you need pillars. Pillars like the women's basketball team, like Dr. Katherine Robbins, Coach Callie Wheeler, Michaela Barnes. I was honored to join the team here at the Edinboro University when Chris LaFuria brought me on board. As a new member of the team at the Edinboro University, one of our first priorities became spotlighting and promoting the accomplishments of our student athletes in the 2019 COVID abbreviated school year. And where better to start than with Coach Wheeler, Coach Bess, Michaela Barnes, and the 2019-2020 Edinboro Fighting Scots women's basketball team. I've often said throughout COVID that our coaches and student athletes innately have the best mentality to overcome something like this pandemic. They must roll with the punches. They have to focus on the next contest at hand. Coaches and athletes must focus on the specifics of their craft, for glossing over the finer details would be to fail. The attention to detail by our women's basketball team, the players, the coaches, it's something to applaud, and it's in recognition of their hard work that we convene tonight. This is a celebration of their talent, their fortitude, and their accomplishments throughout a truly unusual season. As professionals, these student athletes will go on to make us proud. The underclassmen will strive to grow into a player, a leader of Michaela Barnes' stature. Without further ado, I welcome back Cleveland Cavaliers PA announcer and proud Edinboro alum, Sean Peebles. It is now time to begin tonight's award ceremony, recognizing the achievements of our student athletes in the classroom and on the court.
Yes, thank you, Alex. We would like to tip off the night with Bridget Shafer. She was named to the PSAC All-Conference Second Team in the 2019-2020 season. In the classroom, she earned her bachelor's degree in health and physical education in May of 2019. She went on to complete her master's degree in educational leadership. Last season, she hit 83 three-pointers, breaking Crystal Henson's school record for a single season. Shafer finished her career 8th in Edinboro history from behind the arc, despite only playing 3 seasons. Abby Antolik earned the district honor and distinct honor of the 2019-2020 Edinboro University Scholar Athlete of the Year. Pursuing her bachelor's degree in communication sciences and disorders with a major in deaf studies, she amassed a 3.81 GPA, all while juggling the demands of being a student athlete. The program reached the PSAC tournament in all 3 seasons she played, and Abby finished her Edinboro career with 61 points and 80 rebounds. Rana El-Husseini is the 2019-2020 PSAC Freshman of the Year. The Dearborn, Michigan native came to Edinboro after rewriting the record books at Fordson High School. Rana is a biology and health sciences major who scored a career-high 26 points against Seton Hill back in January. She also enjoyed back-to-back nights with 24 points against rivals Mercyhurst and Gannon later in the season. And we know the best is yet to come for this sophomore phenom. And at this time, I would like to welcome back Coach Callie Wheeler with a few words about Rana.
Rana, congratulations on an outstanding freshman season. I am so proud of you. This is an award you definitely earned. The moment you stepped foot on Edinboro's Macomb Fieldhouse, you brought an electrifying energy to our program and to our team. Throughout our season, we used the term growth a lot. It was impeccable to see how much you grew from preseason to postseason. And it is without a doubt that you earned this award. It was not given to you. It wasn't the point guard position was not a position where you came in and was offered right away. You worked diligently. You worked hard. You are without a doubt the hardest women's basketball player I have ever coached. And it is an absolute honor to have you a part of our program. And for those of you that are watching, if you have not read her story on our Edinboro website, I highly recommend you go to our website and you read about this remarkable young woman's journey to Edinboro and how intriguing she is. Rana, I look forward to all of your crazy energy for the next 3 years. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. And now for our guest of honor, Michaela Barnes. The only possible place for her work on the court might have been paralleled is in the classroom. Michaela garnered a 3.45 GPA studying health and physical sciences. In her final game, she became the 14th player in PSAC history to score 2,000 points before passing Jamin Mason's mark of 2,005 points and placing herself solely atop the record books as Edinboro's all-time leading scorer. She ended her senior season with 737 points, a school record for a single season, and 3rd highest in PSAC history. She is sure to join her father, Mike Barnes, in the Edinboro Hall of Fame in the not-so-distant future. After the season, the list of awards she won continued to mount. In addition to numerous Conference Athlete of the Week and Month honors, Barnes was named to the 2020 D2 CCA Women's Basketball All-America Second Team. Making an All-American honor is an incredible accomplishment, and this was only the start for her. Coach Callie Wheeler will now display the next awards physically here tonight. She was named the College Sports Information Directors of America academic all-district team. And also to the College Sports Information Directors of America Academic All-America second team. She was then named to the PSAC 2019-2020 Player of the Year. And was also the recipient of the PSAC Winner Top 10 Award. And also the Conference Commissioners Association's Division II All-America Second Team Award. And last but not least, Coach Wheeler has another special award from Michaela Barnes.
Thank you so much, Sean. I'm going to wait to hold up this award because it is the biggest plaque I have ever held in my life. So I'm going to first address Michaela, and then I will hold up the plaque because it'll take up my entire screen. Michaela, as an alum and as your coach, it has been an absolute blessing to see how much you have impacted our program. You are without a doubt the most talented player to ever put on an Edinboro uniform. But hands down, your best quality is that you are a strong and powerful woman that you have become. I was fortunate enough to have witnessed your tremendous growth throughout your 4 years. I'm so grateful that I got to witness a young woman transform into one of the most influential females to graduate from Edinboro University. It is an absolute honor to present to you the Wbca All-American First Team Award. At this time, I'd like to send it over to Michaela to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys that are on here tonight for just making this happen for me. You know, COVID-19 kind of destroyed everyone's world, but it's great to have just loving community and you guys that were able to put this together for me. I don't think you guys will ever understand how much I appreciate each and every one of you guys. My family, I'm gonna cry. I love you guys so much. You guys have been everything for me. You've done everything for me. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I could not have done any of this without you. Coach Callie, you know how I feel about you. My love. None of this would have been possible without you and your hard work and dedication to me as a basketball player and a person. So thank you again, Edinboro University. You guys have been amazing to me. And you'll see me around soon. Thank you.
So Michaela, just so you know, we're not done yet, okay? We're not done yet. So this is going to be an historic moment for Edinboro University women's basketball. Michaela, you are the all-time leading scorer in Edinboro history. The career you put together on the Macomb Fieldhouse floor is never going to be replicated. The #2 uniform that you wore reached unprecedented heights. So, at an upcoming game at Macomb Fieldhouse on the campus of the Edinboro University, it will be retired forever. Michaela Barnes, you are the best to do it. You are a living legend in Edinboro University history. Congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you guys so much.
Michaela, I'm going to try and get through this without crying. And I'm going to hold this up so everybody can see, but I want everybody to be able to hear me as well. On behalf of the Edinboro alum, I'm speaking to you from an alumni, not your coach. I want you to know that this is an absolute honor to have this jersey hung up in our gym as one of the greatest female athletes to ever put on an Edinboro uniform in Edinboro history. on behalf of all of the women that have ever put on this jersey, we want to thank you for everything you've done. And we have a long-standing tradition here at Edinboro with talented young women, but no one has ever accomplished what you have. So from the bottom of my heart, not only from as your coach, but as speaking for all of the women that have come before you, we are so honored that this is the first female jersey ever in Edinboro history, not only women's basketball, but in the history of Edinboro athletics. It is an honor to present this to you. And we are going to celebrate this another day in person when we can hold you, hug you, love you, because you are so deserving of this. We are already planning an unveiling of your jersey in Macomb Fieldhouse. So Barnes family, you better be ready because you're coming back for another event. Michaela, I'm so proud of you. I love you with all my heart, and you are so deserving of this award.
Let's hear the happy family. I can compose some words right now. We got to hear from Michaela after that. Did you have any idea?
Were you surprised?
Heck yeah, I was surprised. Oh man, it's absolutely amazing. I don't even have words to describe the feeling. I don't have words to describe how much I appreciate you guys for doing this. This is history. So I just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for even considering this as an option. So thank you guys. I love you guys all.
This was a no-brainer for us, Michaela. No-brainer. You're so deserving. You earned it. In the things that you've accomplished, you are one of the most decorated female athletes to ever grace Edinboro, PA. So thank you. Thank your family for joining us via Zoom. I know this isn't how we would traditionally like to do things. You know, Coach Callie, go big or go home. But we will have another event. I want to talk to all of our viewers that are watching right now. Please feel free to comment on Facebook Live. Send Michaela all the love and celebratory comments on there. We are video recording this, so she'll have this for the rest of her life. I want to thank everyone who is involved in this production. This means so much to our women's basketball program and all the hard work that you've put into this. Katherine Robbins for obviously allowing us to do this event during homecoming, Friday of homecoming. We're kicking off homecoming weekend. So I just want to say on behalf of Edinboro Women's Basketball Program, thank you all. We appreciate you tuning in and witnessing history with us. Barnes family, again, thank you so much for freeing up your Friday. I know that everybody is busy Friday night, so we can't thank you enough. And on behalf of Edinboro University Women's Basketball, happy homecoming weekend, and thank you all so much for viewing in.
All right, the live stream has stopped, so you guys can go nuts.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm hyped.
Yes!
I can't take
Let's see.
I got a headache.
Dr. Barnes.
Did you guys have any clue that that was going to happen?
No.
How about mom and dad?
What did you guys have any clue?
Did you have any clue?
No idea. Are you kidding me?
That's
Well,
awesome.
he can't even get in the screen. He's boo-hooing like crazy.
How's Dad doing? I haven't seen Michael in forever. Is he gonna
Yeah,
make
we
it?
need a Michael appearance. We want to see that raw emotion.
Come on, Dad. Come on.
His eyes are as red as his tie.
Oh.
I can't take it. Oh,
Okay,
this is
so here's the
unbelievable.
deal.
Wow.
We have champagne over there. We're going to head over there and we're going to toast to your jersey being retired. Rana, you're more than welcome to join us over there.
Yeah,
You are not allowed to partake in any of the champagne drinking. You're not 21.
There goes my plans.
But we want to go over there and, you know, hug you, love you, and tell you how proud we are of you. So we got champagne. Just got it in the fridge.
Before you guys pop the bottles, can you, Michaela, can you go downstairs and meet with the local TV reporter that wants to interview you?
What's that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
There's a local TV reporter that wants to interview you and your family about this event. So they're hanging out downstairs if you want to do that first. That'll give Callie some time to head over and join you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna end the video. So the live stream was really buggy, but I've recorded everything. As soon as I end it, I'm gonna export the video. I'm gonna get it in a Dropbox and send it to you guys. And I'm also gonna upload the full thing to Facebook. So nice job, everyone. It was amazing.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Chris,
you.
are you coming over to pop a bottle?
Yeah, I'll pop over there.
Okay.
All right,
sounds
cool.
good.
See you all later.
We'll
See you guys in a minute. Thanks, Sean.
Hey,
Thanks, Alex.
congratulations.
All right, thanks, guys.
I'll do some
Dr. Robbins, you're coming, right?
Be there.